Today, guys. Welcome to another episode of Afrobeats Weekly, your podcast about African music on the continent and diaspora. It's been a crazy week and it's been a crazy day. I know you guys feel like I'm always exaggerating when I say it's been a crazy week. If it's not First Cast that will get you, your expired money will get you. That is the status reports this week from the Afrobeats capital. I'm really tired, but we'll get through it. Anyways, before we get into today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly, I need you guys to please rate and review the podcast. Engage with us. It helps us grow, helps us get noticed. So as you're listening from your favorite app right now, leave that 5-star rating and comment. We'd appreciate it. It helps us. Thank you guys very much. On today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly, we will be discussing one of the most important albums of Burna's career, if not the most important. This album was very pivotal to his success. Success is having today as one of the most successful artists in the world, and not just in Afrobeats. As usual, we've got new songs, spotlight of the week, turntable charts, eliminate, and all that other good stuff. Was good show, was crack-a-lacking.
Yo, what up, man? Yeah, and somehow, some way, it seems like every week, we've been crazy for you. So,
bro, you don't want to know the half. If it's not queuing up at 5:30, it's not being able to pay your security because you can't withdraw money, you can't withdraw new notes, and the new notes they are charging extra for it is just upside down, upside down country. Yo, man,
now. Don't worry. I feel for you. I know what you're going through.
I can't join you soon. I don't tell you. I can't join you soon.
The space for you, man.
Thanks, man. Anyways, guys, no fan mail this week. So don't forget to send us messages at fanmail@afrobeatspod.com. That's fanmail at AFROBEATSPOD.com. So let's kick off today's show. And we are kicking off with our regular Thames news. Thames every week. In today's news, Rihanna's Lift Me Up, co-written by Thames, has scored an Oscar nomination. And that makes her the first Nigerian to be nominated for an Oscar. Huge achievement. She was nominated for a collaboration with Rihanna, like I said, on the song Lift Me Up. This, I don't even know how to say it. It's just one big news or the other for Thames. Big ups to her, man. Big ups to her.
Yeah, big ups to her, man. Hopefully, with all this news and accolades following her, we can get an album. That's all I care about.
Yeah. I'm 90% sure we'll get one this year. If my Octopus listening is going well.
I want an album that comes out just before the summer, so
so we'll get that vibe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Anyways, in other news, we've got some Rema sightings too. He has become the first African artist on Spotify to record 35 million monthly listeners. And the last I checked, it was number 69 on the monthly listeners list. For someone whose first hit single was 2019, this, I don't even know how to say it, is such a huge achievement. It's a big deal. I know this is, we just say that it sounds like it's not a big deal, but this is such a big deal, man. It's such a big deal for this
That's
game.
Huge, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
So, we had the debate about if, this collaborations work. I kind of feel like maybe it had a hand in this, but it was just Selena Gomez, right? And I'm thinking about it.
It did have a hand. It did have a hand. So, yeah, collaborations matter, man. Key in the right collaborations, and your number skyrockets. That's a lesson we've learned from Rema. Okay. Moving on from Rema to Rexy, the producer of the hottest song on social media right now. It appears Wizkid is going to be jumping on the song, and the song is Abi King P Rexy. Rexy is on everybody's social media, on everybody's caption, on everybody's Instagram. This just sounds like a formula to number one. And to be honest, I can't wait to hear the full version. I know it's going to blow. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so now I'm really doing a little dance for X. So it's gonna also as long as the hit is coming with a dance, yes, it's gonna be even bigger. So
yeah, it's gonna be huge. Yeah, in some Burna news, before we get into our Burna topic for the day, according to chat data, Burna's single Last has sold over 1 million in the US, sold at his platinum certification for the boy. track officially dropped May 13, 2022 via Atlantic Records, and it was the lead single for his studio album Love Damini. The song peaked at number 44 on the US Billboard Hot 100. We've all seen how huge that song was. We've all seen how huge Burna has become. But seriously, maybe today, it's been years and years of work in the making. So speaking of years of the making, we're just going to like segue nicely into today's topic. Burna Boy's Outside, the 5th anniversary edition review. That's our main topic for today. So let me kick it off by saying, as the music review OGs that we are, we were introduced to Burna through his mixtape Burn Identity in 2011. And both of us was like the best thing since like white rice and pepper stew. The talent was like so clear to see, like you couldn't miss it. So shout out to that aristocrat era. Fast forward a bit, he drops his breakout single Like to Party in 2012, drops his debut Life in 2013. Let's fast forward again. In between all those, plenty drama, plenty controversy, another album, another mixtape. He drops the Outside album in 2018. First single, Rock Your Body, nice jam. Then he dropped Streets of Africa, mixed reviews, but you could kind of like see where he was going with that sound, like where that sound was heading to. Then I heard Heaven's Gates and I was like, I lost it. This was like absolutely insane track with Lily Allen. I think this was him trying to use that, trying to use the UK as a template for breaking out, into that international scene. Even with the production, he worked with like J5, P2J, Juice, Chopsticks. So this was the beginning for me of that international experiment. If you take, I think it was Gidem, that song with the Fabulous and Tamia sample. I'd say that song worked so last could run because that was like the template of having, I can sample this and people are feeling it. And sometimes artists need that lucky break. Not saying Burna's run was luck or anything, but there was Ye, which got the Kanye West tax when people started searching his name. The song blew up from there, and it's been an upward trajectory for Burna. Anyways, my rant is over. Looking back, do you think the album is a classic?
So this because when you were like, Rock Your Body was good. First of all, Rock Your Body was my favorite song on the album. So like that was top tier. Get was dope. It was flawless. Settle down with J Hus, like PH Vibration, like from the intro. Like what I love about the album is like from the outro, which was like I think it was Outside.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to hear the intro. Like once that Outside song starts playing, I'm like I'm running it back. Like it's too short. Like I want to hear it again. So it's like this album was top tier for me. I would say top 2 Burna albums.
What's the first one? What's your number one?
If I'm being serious, to be honest, this is my number one. Personally. So this is my personal number one. But African Giants is right behind it. And at any other point in time, maybe African Giants is number one, and based off of success and all that. But just this Outside album is right there. It's like this is when the formula, like the whole has this is how we had all that high hopes for Burna, like it will give us one album and so this was that album for me. So when this album came out, I was like, you see, I was right. I knew it all along. So exactly. So this is my favorite album just off of the fact that I was like, yo man, I was right. Yes, Burna is an international star, and so. Yeah.
I would call it a classic.
It sounds down a classic. Easily. What else?
Easily a classic. Yeah, I think so too, because it had a lot of important pivot points. Most especially the song Ye, very career defining. Like I said, sometimes all you need is luck. The song came out. He had released like a couple of singles before then. And Ye was just like a freestyle. Yeah. It was just like, let me just add it to the album. But that was now the song that took off. There were a lot of remixes. People were searching Kanye West's name and the song just came up. and what we always say is just keep working. You never know what will happen. Imagine if you didn't make Ye. So you made Ye, people were searching for Kanye West.
So now that you even bring that point, sorry.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, Ye came out. Was there a remix to Ye?
I don't think so.
There wasn't. So that's to show you how, like I put it, like how cocky Burna is. Like,
yeah,
Ye was a big song. It blew up. And he didn't even like, hey, yo, you know what? Let me put this person or that person on that and drop a remix. Burna just let it live and moved on to the next thing. Like, that is like, yeah, that's what we're always saying. Like, people always try and drop a remix, try and push the song further. He was like, nah, that song is done. Moved on to the next thing, the next album, even matter. So,
yeah,
yo, what's the start?
Speaking of next album in comparison to this one, do you think this album should have won a Grammy 2018? And let me read the 2018 list for you. I'm sorry in advance, guys. Vincent Amigo, Memoria de los Sentidos, Polka with Parami, Anat Cohen with Trio Brasileiro, then Tinariwan with L1. All these albums, I can bet you not listen to it, but even the fact that Burna's album was a 10 over 10, and it was like his first major it was like the first major album on Atlantic. Do you think this album somehow should have snuck in that Grammy consideration for best global music album?
No, so this album just showed you that Grammy didn't know what Afrobeats was at that point in time. They couldn't say, oh, is this really African sound, or is this like reggae, or is this, they didn't know where to classify it. They didn't know what it was. Probably because they hadn't heard enough songs come out the continent at that point in time for them to say, oh, look, there's a new genre and it's popping. So, yes, definitely it was snobbed, it was overlooked, but you can understand why. And it's just because they were just slow.
So this is the definition of an album being ahead of its time, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So if there was ever a definition of, this album is ahead of its time, I also think so too. It's this Outside album by Burna. Again, this was the template. He tried doing all the stuff, the formula, everything, the experiments, everything he tried worked on this one. Again, Rock Your Body, Piece of Africa, Heaven's Gate, Devil in California. I mean, I could go on and on from beginning to end. No skips for me. This was a perfect album, and Burna worked on it. Next year, he tweaked his song a bit, pandered, got the Grammy, and the rest, as they say, is history. So yeah, guys, Outside album, 5th anniversary. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard it, but if you've not heard it, and you're listening to this podcast right now, go back and listen. Outside album by Burna Boy. Yeah, so that's it on today's topic. Let's move on to new songs and albums. Albums didn't really come out this week. So I know I didn't see any album. That's why I always say, send us album, guys. I don't see any album. But yeah, there was a couple of songs we are going to dissect. We are going to start with Versa by Mr. Easy. I liked the beat on this one. The song sounds very gimmicky, I'm not going to lie, but very catchy hook. It may not enter, but
exactly, may not enter. I just feel like I just felt like the hook wasn't catchy enough. Like, I know the Wessa is, from that,
this slang,
tagline, exactly.
Yeah, Mr. Izzy has been using like this kind of like formulaic, slangy one-liners. Trying to. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy to buy a hit song, but I've been trying. But I feel like this, it may enter. Let's just see. Maybe if we give it time, and people are blasting it. Yeah,
like I'm saying, like he had the Amapiano kind of wave with the Attack song, which was really dope. So this might answer, but I just felt like the hook wasn't catchy enough. But hey, we'll find out.
Man. You never know. Yeah. So yeah, Stand By You by Fails. I love this one. This is slow down, mellow feels. He's trying different sounds, and to be honest, I haven't heard one song so far that I don't like from Fails the musician. So Stand By You by Fails. I absolutely love this one.
Yeah, man, Fails is four for four right now. I think it is. What are the other songs again? I totally forget, but I know Balling was the last one.
Yeah.
Electricity.
Then the one on that Babe's album.
I can't remember. But the one with the one with Boju. That's the number one. That's the number one. Exactly. Yeah. So right from now it's 4 for 4, and it's gonna come on his album, or I mean, you want to say it's an EP. But yeah, it seems like it's 8-track. I saw it on Apple Music already, so hopefully it drops real soon. As I said, we've heard 4 songs of it. They sound good, so the remaining 4, I believe they will be great as well. So
yeah,
it was in his bag. I remember he was like one of my picks for the year. It was my pick for the year. So,
we remember. Well, we're going to, at the end of the year, we'll go talk to you. You talk, I'm no worry. Anyway, speaking of feels, not too far from feels, Ojemba by Fino and Olamide. And let me just say, this one is not for me. It didn't stick. But if you like the high life Fino and singing Olamide, then this is probably for you. But for me and my household, this will never enter. But if you enter for you, so you guys should listen to Ojemba by Fino and Olamide.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this might just be, I don't know if every single must be a hit. So that's the definition. Must every single be a hit?
No, not really. But I mean, for an Olamide and Fino song, I should want to go back to it, or I should listen and be like, okay, nice. I want to add it to my playlist, or I want to listen to it again. But for this one, I don't know. You were just singing and it was high life, and I was like, you know what? This one, maybe they made it for some other people, but not me. Not me.
So I'm with you on this one. I think they made it for someone else other than myself, and apparently other than you. So I know those people that they made this song for. Enjoy it. It'll do numbers in your playlist. But
exactly. It will. Yeah. That's it. So now let's move to Folake by Boy Spice, the Maven guy. Not mad at this one from Boy Spice. I think you already know what to expect when you hear a title like Folake. It's a typical Folake song. Dancey, very catchy, pretty cool song. I don't mind that at all. Folake by Boy Spice.
Another one that won't make it to my playlist. I don't know. Just I don't know. There's nothing there. Besides her name, I don't think there's anything else I remembered about the song. So,
I think you're going to be, the Maven power is going to get behind you. I'm going to be hearing
it. He's going to get behind it, but I feel like he has something, I would say like better to offer, but I'd say like he has something else. Like, but this was just like, let's just stay in this safe pockets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you play this safe. Yeah, you're right. That's the word.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Okay. You guys should listen. Let us know what you think. Folake by Boy Spice. Final song for today. My best drop, Jolie by Cade. First time I bumped it, I had it on repeat. Very catchy. Love the flows, love the lyrics. It was giving me Umale vibes. And you guys already know how I feel about Umale vibes. Cade, I'm not going to lie. I think it's someone we should watch out for. He's been good with the singles he's been dropping. Jolie by Cade. I love it. My song of the week.
This was definitely the song of the week, just right behind Phil's song for me. Like you said, everything's kind of on point. It sounds nice. It sounds fresh. I'm waiting to see more from the guy. Hopefully he gives me an album as well. You know me, I'm an album person.
I know.
I just want to hear body of work. That's me, body of work person. So hopefully, he's whetting an appetite for full body of work. So that's it.
Yeah, he has a body of work. I think it dropped last year. I didn't really like it particular because I think it was an experimental album because it was trying like that very commercial sound. He had a song with like Zlatan, a song with like all these other guys. But I think he has come back. I don't know, but I'm just hoping he has come back to say that, okay, if I stick to my sound, people are going to love it. Again, you guys should listen. Jolie by Cade, our song of the week here this week. Like we said, no new albums this week, so we are just going to skip straight to the spotlight of the week. And spotlight of the week this week is a Ghanaian singer called Chris Ajay. To be honest, I didn't really find like any profile on this guy. I think he's one of those artists who just like to be low key. I'm not going to lie, that doesn't work in this day and age. You should be out there, put your EP out there, promote your stuff. But this EP was just too good to ignore. It's called And It Goes Like, that's the name of the EP. And It Goes Like, just 3 songs. This sounds very different, very alternative pop. His voice is very soothing. He writes very well. I was blown away by the EP. I absolutely love it. So I'm recommending it to you guys. And It Goes Like by Chris Ajay.
Yeah, man. Like you said everything. Like this is not even the Alte sound. Like, to be honest, it's like it's more than that. It's just good songs. Like he constructed good songs, and he's really comfortable with what he does. So yeah, I was very impressed by this. Hopefully you can hear more, know more about the artists, because like you said, it goes like this, but we don't know how it goes like for you. So besides that, yeah, really good EP. As I said, really good song. So yeah, hopefully we hear more.
Sure. And It Goes Like by Chris Ajay. You guys should check it out. Again, let's know what you think. So let's skip to the turntable charts. And nothing pretty much changed yet. It's always like that at the beginning of the year. And number 10, we have Johar by Ashake. Number 9, Cough by, Kiss Daniel. Soweto is climbing up for some reason by Victoria and Tempo. Chance Naham by Sheyi Vibes also climbing up to the number 7 spot. Young John with Extra Cool maintaining the number 6 spot. About 5 spots, One Damo, Mavins, Boy Spice, Crayon, all those guys that are still on the same spot. On the same spot again, Personal by Zenoliski at number 4. Another same spot, So by Omale. Number 3, on the same spot again, Read Till I Die, Kiss Daniel. Number 2, So You Know, on the same spot again, Ashewaju by Roga is this week's number 1. This song no one come up for number 1. I think
that's all I thought.
Consulting my Oracle again. Abi King Rexy. I think that's the song that will bounce it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I just think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's see, Shah. Let's see. We'll come back to this. Anyways, we are moving to our 5s. And my 5 this week is don't mind my English. Let me just say it how I want to say it. The top 5 most important Afrobeat song of this new Afrobeats movement. The contemporary Afrobeats movement that we have now. I think these songs are very key in the movement of Afrobeats. So at number 5, I have Come Closer, the 3rd single of Wizkid's 3rd studio album, Sounds From the Other Side. This was a very huge one. He went on to become the first African artist to be certified gold as featured artist and at least artist in the United States. This was a very, very huge song. I also have Olojo Elegba remix. The year was 2015. I don't think anyone saw it coming. This was such a pivotal collab. The UK guys loved it. The American guys loved it. Thanks to Drake and Skepta. This was, when people started paying attention, like, what's this sound? Love it. I have If by Davido. This one came out in 2017. I think it was like a slow burner. But in terms of sound, just sound and production, I feel like this one made a lot of people pay attention. Shout out to Techno for ghostwriting and producing this one. And we can't talk about the movement. We can't talking about Ye. This was the crossover song for Burna, produced by Phantom. This song was just meant to be. Imagine searching for Kanye West and then Googling Ye, and people are finding out, what's this song called Afrobeats? And it goes on from there. Number 1, I'd say Love Wanting Thing. I don't even know, let me never say much. Without a doubt, the biggest Afrobeat song in these contemporary times. Numbers are mind-blowing. Love Wanting Thing. Yep, and that's it. My 5s.
That's a fair list. But I was wondering, like, Didn't like P Square have like a song with like Akon and Cross or something like
Yeah,
that?
bro. The way we like really crossover like that. I mean, they made their little trickling impact. Like no, you can't go without mentioning them. But I don't think
Yeah.
they were huge in terms of okay, Yankee guys are playing it. I mean, just got plays here and there, but in terms of like being huge over here and over there, I don't think those songs made it there.
Okay. Well, my 5 are the top 5 songs from the Outside album. Given that it's the 5th anniversary, it's nice to just give it a nice 5. So,
Sure.
At number 1, I already said it, Rock Your Body. At number 2, Easily Yay. Let's not even try and say, it's a song that's played too much, so I don't really like it. Nah, man. Yay still is it. At number 2 is PH City Vibration. Oh, won't let. Too Mad. At number 7 is a close one. I said number 7? Sorry. At number 4.
Number 4, yeah.
At number 4 is track 7. That's why I was saying number 7. At number 4 is track 7, which was Get Them. You already know. Love that song.
Damn now.
5 is Devil in California. Burna
Produced by P2J. Crazy song.
Oh no, man. Mad song. So yeah, that's my 5.
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. Outside album again. You guys should check it out. Let's know what you think if you haven't listened already, which I think everybody should have. But if you haven't listened already, Outside album by Burna. Check it out again. Let's know. So let's move to our last segment, Eliminate. And we are doing the Olamide and Fino collab. And Show says it's time to turn it around. So let's see what he has for me.
Okay. So just want to see how it's gonna go for you. Just pick your just pick your own, every time you always, peppering me. So let's see how it goes. So off the baddest ever Live It album, we have Dope Money versus 2017 High Life Arguments.
Yeah. Arguments. I know the song, but yeah, I think without a doubt, Dope Money, man, that song was crazy. Olamide's album, Baddest Guy Ever Live It. So yeah, Dope Money for me.
Dope Money, easy, man. I think that was an easy pick. All right, so Alfino's No God, No Glory album, we have Ghost Mood versus the we say the Eating Ass Anthem.
Yes, the Eating Ass Anthem. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I liked the song, but I don't know. Like, there's no. I don't think it's big enough to be put against Ghost Mode without Ghost Mode winning. So yeah, I'll go for Ghost Mode.
Go for Ghost Mode. Okay, so we have Dope Money and Ghost Mode make it into the next round. Then we have Blessing, featuring Olamide and Don Jazzy of his 2019 Deal With It album versus Fada Fada, which was produced by
Mastercraft, innit? Easily, man. Fada, man. That's my high life pocket for both of them. Yeah, Fada for me, man.
All right. So that was easy. That was an easy pick. Okay. Yeah, that was an easy. So now we have the anthem. You know the anthem.
Yeah, I know the anthem. This song.
Who you with? Huh? Versus another song from 2018, which was on Yema.
Yeah, easily, man. Easily who you help, man. Easily.
Okay. All right. That's an easy pick. All right.
Yeah.
Next round. We have Dope Money versus Fada Fada.
This is where things get interesting.
Fada Fada.
This was Dope Money. I think
Baddest Guy Ever Live It was like,
yeah,
album Olamide is from Bado's.
Yeah.
Discography,
But I don't know.
so.
To make me fair, I'll lean towards Father because it's high life. So we can have one rap, one high life. Yes.
Okay, so that means. So what you're trying to say is that okay, so we already know what your next round is, which was so next round is
Ghost Mode versus Who You Rep.
versus Ghost Mode.
I love. So I think my favorite song by Olamide, as in top 3, Who You Rep has to be there because of what One Leko did to that song, man. Kill the chorus, kill the song. But no.
Oh, technically, and we have something to talk about next week. I mean, kind of know already.
I do.
Okay, so
But yeah, I think
move on.
Ghost Mode goes to the next round for me with this one. Ghost Mode.
What? Okay.
I'm sorry,
no,
but
it's not my pick. It's not my pick. So that leaves us with Ghost Mode versus Fada.
Bro,
Number one song.
I don't know if there's a
Olamide
bigger
and Fino
song by both
features.
of them. That's Ghost Mode. Sick song, sick video. Ghost Mode is my ultimate Olamide and Fino collab. I'm sorry if it's not yours. It's my list, like you said. So Ghost Mode music for me, man. Ghost Mode.
Yeah, Fada. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it.
I'm rap
nice
bias. A little rap bias. Sorry, guys.
No problem, man. No problem. Can't judge.
Yes, sir. And that is it for today's episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of Afrobeats Weekly. Hope you enjoyed it. New episode of the podcast drops every Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your pod from. We would also love to hear from you. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Please leave us comments, suggestions, and send your music to fanmail at afrobeatspod.com. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram on AfrobeatsPod. We'll catch you in the next episode, and hopefully I'm not ranting.
Hopefully, man.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Peace.